running your first 5k. To many people, this is going to seem like an absolutely impossible idea, and they have absolutely no idea how they're going to get there. Well, today I'm going to talk you through several different tips to help you get to that destination as easy as possible. Tip number one is get hold of a Couch to 5k training plan. Run with a Couch to 5k group, or run with somebody else that will do it with you. Now, this is probably one of the key parts of everything I'm going to say today, because of course, how are you going to get to a destination if you don't have a road or path to get there? So yeah, you can get these online. I'll leave some links in the top of the description of this video. You can get them on the NHS website and it talks you through them. You can even get different apps on the App Store, the Play Store, of ones which actually talk to you as you're doing it. A lot of people find that quite helpful if they don't have a group to do it with, but especially in these times at the moment, that's a little bit more difficult. Running with a group, going around Addison where I am today, for example, there's a woman called Caroline Ford. She runs a Couch to 5k group called Fitness Forward. Now, yeah, if you live in my local area, then you'll know that, but yeah, there's loads of different things like that all around, so get on Facebook and Instagram and try and locate some. And yeah, you can still do this now, even though I'm on a national lockdown. You can still do exercise with another person in another household, obviously socially distanced, but yeah, you can get together. Like, for example, my girlfriend, she's just started doing her Couch to 5k, and I'm going out with her and yeah, giving her the tools necessary to be able to get to her goal. Tip number two is reduce the amount of people you tell about your training in order to reduce the pressure. Now, this is often a very common mistake with beginner runners, is they go around all excited about the new training and they end up telling loads of people and then put this hell of amount of pressure on themselves, and then they overwhelm themselves so much they don't even finish and they don't do it. So it's really key that you keep that to an absolute minimum in order for you to be able to reach the end goal. Once you get to your end goal, of course, then go into later on, but until that point, just keep it to like close family, parents, brother, sister, whatever, and trying to keep it as that until you get further on your training or you actually reach your end goal itself. Step number three is try and fit in some little and often strength training. Now, at this point, at the beginning of your running, it's not 100% necessary, but to get to your end goal, just doing a little bit, little and often, is really going to just help boost that fitness and strength a little bit more to get to that finish line just that little bit easier. So, for example, what you could be doing is, as you're brushing your teeth in the morning, do some calf raises, or as you're, I don't know, waiting for your bath to run, you do some squats, something like that. Just think about daily things in daily life and just think of some ways where you can fit it in, and then you're actually training for that 5k without even realising it, which makes it an absolute bonus. Tip number four is make sure you do a light little warm-up before every single run. Now, this often gets neglected when you first start running because you think, oh, I'm only running slow, I don't really need to, or you just may not even cross your mind. You just think, oh, get out the door, get running, and that's about as far as it goes. But this is actually going to make it harder to run, because if you think you get up in the morning, your legs are quite stiff, and it's the same thing before you're running. So, and yeah, it just makes it a lot more difficult. It's a bit like going out to do a speed session when your legs are cold. You're not going to perform at your absolute best. And yeah, also you've got a part of your brain, I'm not too sure which part it is, but there is a part in your head which actually gets activated when you start running. And this is when you start doing a warm-up, this part of the brain gets activated. And if you do it before, that's when you feel quite groggy and it takes a while to get ticking over, and it's very nice to feel good from the start. As of course, training for 5k isn't going to be easy, so yeah, make sure you do that warm up. I've got a video on that, links in the top right hand corner, go check that out. Tip number 5 is learn to not go off too quick. Now this is probably something which takes every single runner an awful long time to learn, and that is going off at a pace which you know you can maintain for the whole run. Now, as you get higher up in your running journey, even then, on certain races, you still mess it up, and you still go wrong, and you still don't pace correctly. It is a talent to be able to pace a run right, to set a pace which you know you can maintain. When you go out on your runs, you often get fooled by the feeling of feeling good at the start of that run, and you're very possibly motivated by those around you, or you feel you need to impress, but then you soon realise you can't actually maintain it, and you end up slowing down, walking when you're not meant to. And yeah, it just makes you feel a lot more down on yourself, because then you've walked and then you're like, oh my god, I can't do this. But actually, if you just drive down the pace a little bit, you're doing absolutely fine, and it's just one of those easy mistakes to make. And then on the next run you go out, just try and focus on that so much. It's better to go out too slow and learn more about your body and complete the run, than go out too quickly and not being able to complete it. Just really just getting that priority set in the right place. Tip number 6 is don't feel like you're going to let people down if you don't reach that end goal straight away, because at the end of the day, everyone started at exactly the same place. They started out with me at like 8 or 9 years old, not being able to run 100 meters, and it was absolutely torturing to do any more than that. And I was stopping, I was at park run with my dad, sitting down at like every single bench which I come across, and feeling quite disheartened about it, feeling I was letting people down. And yeah, everyone goes through that phase, absolutely everyone, but what you've got to remember is everyone originated and came from that same place, which is like, yeah, not being able to run that 5k. But with time, it will come. It's over those 10 weeks, you will slowly but surely build up that fitness. As long as you don't put pressure on yourself, you will get there. And it's all just you and the road. Nobody else is going to judge, because the chances are many people still can't run 5k, so they would actually probably feel worse about themselves and want them to get out to run. So you doing this couch 5k or whatever is actually going to maybe inspire your parents or someone else to get out and do the same thing as you. And that also leads me nicely onto point number 7, which is trust the process. People go out on their runs and they think, oh my god, I cannot even run 1.5 minutes. How the hell am I going to be able to run 5k, which is like 40 or 50 minutes for a beginner runner? Over those 10 weeks, your body will adapt very quickly. Humans were born to run because we're hunters. So over time, well, very quickly in fact, your body will adapt to that. And just in like 10 to 12 weeks, if you have 1 or 2 weeks where it doesn't get to plan, obviously you'll repeat that week. So maybe tops 15 to 18 weeks of training, you'll get there. If you feel any like aches and pains, but you can put up with it for the time being. Just go with it, because the chances are it's because you just haven't got used to the sensation of running. Like with me, when I got back to running, I'm only been doing this for about a week now, just getting back into it. It was very, very tough on my body, and my calves were aching. I felt a few aches and pains on my knees and everything. And My girlfriend's getting the same problem. She's getting a problem with her knee and her ankle. You just gotta learn to kind of just put it to the back of your mind and trust the process, that over time you'll build muscle and then that will go away. If it doesn't, of course, then go check out my foam rolling video, which I'll leave in the top right hand corner right now. Go check that out. If you do that, that will ensure you don't get injured. Also the 10% rule, but then the Couch 5k will do all of that for you. But yeah, just stick to all those points and you'll probably find running that 5k will slowly become much easier. I'm not saying it will be dead simple and really easy, because of course you're going to face some challenges on the way. But yeah, these are just some things to assist you with that, just to not give you any extra unnecessary struggle. Okay, so now I've actually just realised I didn't even unpause my watch when I stopped, which pees me off greatly, because I've actually run about 3.5k, but now it's only saying 3. Never mind about that. Another runner's error, which is actually quite common, but yeah, at least it wasn't a race. Then I would be running it all again. But yeah, I'm approaching the end of my run now. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sleep. That is my plan. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching my video. I haven't posted in a while, but I'll be coming back to this. I'll be posting around every 2 weeks or so, just giving you some more content, some tips on how to run and to get better times, be a faster, stronger, healthier and overall happier runner, to assist you in your journey, building up to your 5Ks, 10Ks. Yeah, they're my speciality there, 5K and 10K. So I'm gonna really, this is what my main focus is gonna be on this channel from now, this new year, as I build up my fitness as well. If you haven't already, please hit that like button down below and subscribe. So, and hit that little notification bell below if you want, just so you get notified when I'm bringing out new videos, which I'm doing every other week. Yeah, so just stay tuned and leave a comment down below. Have you ran your first 5k yet? If you're training for your Couch to 5k, let me know down in the comments and we can get into a chat about it. But until then, it's goodbye from me and I'll see you next time.